Good morning. We made it again to Friday. I am so excited. I tell you, Fridays are just really cool days in my opinion, especially when you're retired because you can do what you want. It's like having a 3-day weekend. It's really, really cool. Hi, I'm Peggy. Welcome to my page. I'm your mature skin makeup artist, skincare. I'm 68, so I do know a little bit about mature skin. I have marionette lines, I have crow's feet, I have crepe skin, and all of the other fun stuff that goes along with it. So I like passing along tips and tricks as well as showing you some of my favorite products. Right now, this is so good. This is a cream makeup. And hi, Gloria, glad you're here. This is a cream makeup and it's by Celesty, and you get all of these shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 5 shades and a powder with SPF, all for $29. This is a great value, without a doubt. And it's cream, which is the best thing. Cream makeup is the best thing for mature skin. Now, today I'm going to be using the medium to dark palette, and let's get started. I'll show you what comes with this. Hi! Oh, from Pompeii. Hello, hello. Okay, we are going to start with some contour here, and I'm going to use the, oh, you're welcome, Cindy. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to use the smudge brush to place. You can use your finger. That is no problem. And where does contour go? Contour goes on the hard parts of your face. And why does it go on the hard parts of your face? Because you are adding some depth and definition. And what we're also doing is creating a shadow. Shadows, and by using a darker shade, you can create shadows, which can help identify or even cover up the distractions that you have that you really aren't happy about and would like to do something with. And all it is a different shade. It's cream makeup. This is all the same cream makeup. It is just a different shade. Now, we're going to raise and define, and just not raise, but lift that cheekbone. And we are going to go right along the cheekbone to just below it. Okay, in a diagonal position. We're going to stay at the corner of the eye and go up towards the top part of our ear. And that is going to raise. Now, I know you see this probably on both sides of my face. This is a loss of volume, which is a shadow. That is not contour. Okay, we're going to start right about the corner of the eye and go up towards the top part of the ear. There we go. Now, how much contour should you use? As much as you like, what you feel comfortable with. So now we're going to come over to our jawline, and we're going to stay right along the jawline, not up on the face, and we are going to try and camouflage this little fatty piece, which is a jowl. Jowls are, well, I guess we all get them. What can I say? Not my favorite thing. I'm also going to, since I have a turkey neck, just put a little bit right here down my neck. And that's going to create a shadow to where you notice my chin more so than my turkey neck that I have going on. We're going to contour this nose. And why in the world would we want to contour our nose? Well, you're going to see. We're going to stay right on the top part of the nose, but in the natural shadow of your nose, whatever your nose may look like. And we are going to just give a little bit of a brush up to the beginning of the eyebrow, because that's going to make the eyes feel a little bit deeper set. Now, does this look ridiculous right now? Yes, it does, but we're not finished. Now, I'm going to come to a light shade, or a brightening shade, or a concealer, whatever you want to call it. And what we're going to do with the concealer is we are going to brighten the center of our face. We're going to come right down the center as best I can. I don't draw lines very straight. but we're going to brighten the center of the nose right between those two contour lines. Now look how much narrower my nose looks, and it looks just a little bit more elongated and just a little bit more pleasant of a look. What we're trying to do, we're not trying to look like we're in our 50s. We're not trying to even look like we're in our 40s. We are just trying to look like ourselves, mature women. We have nothing left to prove. So we want to look like mature women, a little bit more natural, but a little bit better. And this is what using 3 shades of makeup can do, and using cream, because the cream is not going to settle into the fine lines and wrinkles. Now we're going to come to the inner corners of the eye and right down the side of the nose, just a little bit. And we're not going to use a whole lot because we don't want not a lot of makeup in that crepe skin that's under our eyes. We're also going to catch the outer corners of the eyes, and then we're going to create what you call a focal point. And we're going to come to the corner of the eye and go up into the temple. See how we're using shades, different shades, to do different things. We're giving that illusion of a fake eye lift, because when someone looks at you, the lighter shade is going to bring their eye up. So we're pulling everything up. And I don't know about you, but that's a good thing for me. A very, very good thing. Now, I'm also going to catch the corners of my nose. I do have rosacea. As you can see, I have a little bit of a rosacea breakout. It's not bad today, but it's also, if you have the stinging of rosacea. Now, this isn't going to make the redness go away, but it'll make the stinging better. Get a sunscreen. A good one for your face. I would suggest, if you have sensitive skin, look for one that is sensitive. But you want to put that on top of the rosacea, and it will stop the stinging within, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. It'll still be red, but it will stop the stinging. Now, we're going to come to the last shade we're going to put on, and it is a main shade, or a shade that is closest to the color of your natural skin tone. And we're going to put it where we don't have any other makeup or any other shade. So again, this is the shade that I'm using as a main. And here we go. We're just going to keep tapping. And again, you just tap it in, tap it on. We're not using a lot. We're using like 1 layer of makeup. We're not going to pile it on, pile it on, pile it on. Then let's come up here. And up here is where you can really see the 3 shades working together. We have our contour shade, we have our main shade, and then we have our brightening shade, or our concealer. These 3 shades working together are going to give our face a more lifted look and a little bit more youthful look. Plus, being cream, you're going to have a little bit of a glow that possibly you didn't have before. There we go. Now, I am a big believer in skincare. Skincare, good skincare, regular good skincare is so important. So that is something that I dearly love and that I think is very, very important as well. Now, we're going to blend. I like to start at the jawline. And we are just going to circle blend right along the jawline and then drag it and blend down our neck. Now, you don't want to have that straight line like we have here, but you don't want to blend it out either. See how you want that little bit of a shadow? You don't want it to look like mud. You just want a little bit of a shadow to where the neck is not so prominent. Now, I have a turkey neck due to weight loss, but if you have a double chin, this will work too. You just go to a different spot. You would start here, come further down with your contour, then up about between, I would say, the jowl and the nose, the ear, and go right there and then blend that out. You'd be surprised how the double chin is still there, just like my turkey neck is still there, but it's not as noticeable. Big, big difference. Okay, so now we're going to just Blend, and again, we're not doing this big circle blend to where we blend it all together. If you do that, you're going to have a muddy mess. So we want to stay with the lighter shades and get them blended first. That makes it just a little bit easier, in my opinion. There we go. Now we're just going to come up to the cheek area, and I'm just more or less tapping and pressing this cream makeup where I want it to go. I'm not swiping or circle blending. There's times to circle blend. This isn't one of them. Now I'm going to turn my brush around to more of a domed in, and you catch up in the corner of my eye, and then catch that focal point and see how I'm just tapping. I'm not adding a lot of product, and product is not getting into the crepe skin under my eyes, as you can see. So I want a little bit of coverage, just a kiss of coverage there. Excuse me, just a kiss of coverage, but I don't want it to be like, whoop, there's those cracks under her eyes again. There we go, or as they call it, crepe skin. I also like to just catch above the eyelid because I have crepe skin up there too. Now let's catch the nose, and you took the time to contour your nose, so you want to soft blend, a very soft blend. You can even use your fingers, but you don't want to blend it out. You want, excuse me, you want the shadow there. It is so hot in Southeast Louisiana, and everything you could possibly be allergic to is in bloom still. So please excuse my little bit of a hoarse throat. Now we're just going to tap and blend. Come up here and catch that main shade just a little bit. Now we're going to do our contour. So we're just going to blend it and go all the way up into your hairline. I can't tell you how many times I see ladies that are doing a good job with their contour, except they've got that white line right at the scalp. You want to blend it all the way up. There we go. You don't want to blend it out. You want the shade to be there. But again, you don't want this white to look like, remember, back when we used CoverGirl back in the day, a long, long time ago. And until you actually learned how to put it on with your fingers and get it all done. And sometimes you would see like right along there, they wouldn't bring it all the way down under their neck. Yeah, that's kind of the same premise up here. You don't want to leave that scalp shining, especially if you have gray hair like me. There you go. Now we're also going to come, and the last thing to do is catch our contour, and we're going to blend it, just tapping right up into the temple. There we go. See how it's there, but it's a softer blend. That's what you're looking for. So everything goes up. I'm telling you, this is good, good stuff. Now, we're going to need some blush. So I have this handy dandy. This is also by Celesty. This handy dandy 3-in-1. You get a blush, a blush, a bronzer, and an illuminator all in one. Now, these are powder. These are not cream, but it's good stuff. Watch this. If I can get it open. There we go. It's not difficult to open. It's strictly me. So I'm just going to give a little tap into the blush, and we're just going to go right above into the contour. And look how pretty that is. Just a little tap because we don't want to use much. And there's our blush. So we have our contour and our blush. Now, I love bronzer. I like to look like I've been outside, but I'm not going outside because it's just too hot. So I'm going to tap into the bronzer with my fluffier brush and just buff it on. So I will look a little bit more like I have been outside. Here we go. And you want to put your bronzer where the sun would normally hit your face. The sun doesn't hit your face vertically. It hits it horizontally. So you want to go this way with bronzer. And you can also just fluff it down your neck to where there's an even shade change or color change from your face to your neck. There we go. So pretty. Now you can also get just a little bit of illuminator to go right above. Watch how pretty that is. You can put it right above your blush, which gives a gorgeous look. Just a really put together look. A little bit on your nose, right on the bridge. And you can even put it on the brow bone once you get your eyeshadow done. All three in one. So far, this is all I've used and my entire face is done. Now we're going to use just a little bit of mascara. This is false lash, and it does give you that false lash look using just mascara. Look how tiny that wand is. This is how I do my mascara. Is it the correct way? If a professional saw me, probably not. But this is what works for me. Remember back in the day when you would go to TG&Y or whatever your dime store was, and you'd buy a magazine. And you take it home. I know it was a makeup magazine. And you take it home and so excited just to look and see what was in there and what was new, even though we didn't have a whole lot of products. I mean, you know, again, everybody pretty much used Noxzema cream. You use CoverGirl makeup. It's just what it was. Well, when I got this issue of the magazine, I was so excited because it told you how to put mascara on. And this is what they said. Now, how do you get rid of the shine on your face? We're going to come back with a finishing powder. I'll show you in just a second, Cindy. So what we did is we had to read the article and then follow the pictures. Hence our YouTube. Yes, indeed. YouTube was a magazine with pictures, and thank goodness you had to be able to read because that was the only way to learn. So here we go with the mascara the way I was taught in either 1967 or 1968. I'm not sure. One of those 2 years was when I was allowed to wear mascara. There you go. And look at the difference in my lashes. They're not clumpy. And there's no false eyelash on there. I don't want the butterfly lash or the ones that come way up to your eyebrows. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a more put together, a little bit better look of me. And I think that's what this gives. Now, this is a little bit too much of a shine for me. Some love this shine. I prefer a little bit more of a matte shine. So we're going to use our finishing powder. Now this like sold out the when it hit the market. So what I do, and I'll show you, is this. And I use what falls in the lid. That way you use every bit of your powder, because if not, it just makes a mess. Now you can use a puff or you can use a brush. I personally prefer a brush. So I'm going to grab my little angle brush, tap it in here, give it a tap, and then just press. This is like a blurring powder. Look at that. It's amazing. What it does, it is so refined that you only need a little bit, and it blurs the pores. It blurs a little bit of the wrinkles. Is this amazing or what? I love this stuff. But it doesn't give you so much of a matte finish that the little bit of the glow doesn't still show. I like just a little bit of glow, but not quite as much as it was. There we go. All right, ladies, so what do you think? Let me know in the comments. It's one of my favorite things is to do makeup, but not overly done. Let's put it that way. I like simple makeup. So today I used my powder, I used my blush, bronzer, and illuminator, and I used my cream makeup, and I used the false lash mascara, and this is the look I got. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gloria, hi, how are you? Hi, Cindy, so glad to see you. I'm so glad you commented too, Cindy. That was a great question. And you know what? I'm just noticing I have no lipstick on. Yeah, we need lipstick. I need lipstick. I love, love, love lipstick. So since I have green on, I'm going to go with sort of a mauve color. And I like these creamy crayons. And they're real easy to use. And you can even line your lips first. Now, I don't go all the way to the corners anymore because of the way my lips kind of droop. So I kind of stop my lining before I get to the edge. Then start again, not quite in the corner, and come up just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit, and then fill in. Now I didn't do my Cupid's bow because I think that gave me more of a natural look on the top lip. Okay. And then just color. There you go. And of course, since I don't line as well as some, but there you go. That is the look for today. And I do have a lunch date, so there you go. I think I'm good to go. I appreciate you being with me today. Everything I used is by Celesty. If there's anything you're interested in, you just drop it in the comments and I'll send you the link once I get off of here. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.